What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to HCS Pro Talk, your weekly Halo esports podcast. This is episode 304 for the week of September 10th, 2023. The title of this week's episode is Power to the Players. Yes, GameStop reference there. But we don't stand GameStop. We stand Game Crazy. Right, John? Right, John? Before we get started, PD, thank you for the 3-month resub. You get a woo! Ashley, thank you for the 6-month resub. You get a woo! You guys are awesome. Thank you so much. John says, hey, Josh and Will, stickers acquired. Got one for each of you. Fuck yeah, dude. Woo!
Let's go.
Oh, fucking love stickers, man. My name is Josh, aka JK Fire. This week I'm joined by the man in the digital realm, Will, aka I'm Mr. Mayhem. Will, how are you doing on this Monday evening?
I'm doing all right, man. Little disappointed after the Vikings game yesterday. We can get into that later or on maybe off the rails episode.
It's a game we should have won, but we didn't.
Exactly. And I have a lot to say. But anyway, besides that, I'm doing fine. We're remote here again, so I might be a little weird, glitchy. To the viewers at home, I'm sorry if I'm glitching out, but I'm here. We're doing the show.
Nah, he's here.
How has your Monday been, man?
He's here in person, right here. See?
Yeah.
I'm tapping him on the shoulder. See, look at that. He's there the whole time. I'm doing all right. I'm tired, but that's kind of expected with the amount of hours that I've put into Starfield. Yeah, a lot. I'm over 30 now, I'm pretty sure. So,
Jesus.
Yeah, I'm trucking, man. Trucking. Yeah, other than that, I'm doing all right. We got a shorter show this week, Will. Speaking of which, do you want to know what's on this week's episode of the show?
Yeah, I totally haven't looked at the show notes yet. What do we got?
Oh my God. We have the CSR ranked update has been released in Infinite. The world's format is unlikely to change, which is fucking stupid. And Europa Halo gets Quadrant on their side for Blackpool. So without further ado, Ikuza says, can we shrink Will a bit? He's too buff. No, I want him to be able to sit properly in his chair. Fuck off. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get into some competitive news. Halo Infinite ranked update. This is by Halo support. Riz, I'll just answer your fucking question right now. Like 2. Riz, like 30 hours in Starfield, but how many in Sea of Stars? Like I said, like 2. As soon as Starfield came out, that's literally been all I've been playing. Like, Baldur's Gate 3, no. Sea of Stars, I love you, no. Baldur's Gate 3, I love you too, but no. As soon as Starfield released, it's literally just been that. Like, I played in the living room, I played on the PC, I just go back and forth between the two, and I cannot get enough of it. But that's a topic for another day on another show. But the Halo Infinite ranked update is out right now. This is by Halo support. The max Fireteam size for players with 1,600 plus CSR in the ranked arena playlist has been reduced to 2 players. This change was first announced on August 16th, 2023. Since that announcement, the team has raised the affected CSR range from 1,500 plus to 1,600 plus. Vaporize, I don't know what you're talking about. Onyx ranked players with a CSR below 1,600 will still be able to matchmake with a fire team of 3 to 4 players after this change. And then it says, for more information on ranked matchmaking with a fire team, review the Fire Team CSR limits article, which I have included, and I copy-pasted information from it right here, so we're going to read through it. The Fire Team CSR limit range is applied based off the highest ranked player in the fire team and works like this. Again, this is for the highest ranked player in the fire team. Okay? So if you're a 4-stack and the highest player in your fire team is a certain rank, this is what's going to happen. For 899 CSR, which is gold 6 or lower, there are no restrictions. Period. Okay? And for the record, this information has been out for a long time. The reason I'm reading it right now on the show is as a refresher for those who may not know or forgot or frankly didn't care. At 900 CSR, which is Platinum 1, a limit of 900 points is introduced. Between 900 CSR, which is Platinum 1, and 1500 CSR, which is Onyx, The Fireteam CSR limit will slowly tighten as you climb the ranks. It will start at the 900 limit mentioned above and tighten to its final destination of 600. This essentially means that on the way to Onyx, every 2 CSR gained will tighten the Fireteam limit by an increment of 1 CSR. And here's a fucking example because, of course, they don't do a good job explaining this. For example, if a player progresses from Plat 1 to Diamond 1, which is 1200 CSR, their Fireteam limit would tighten from 900 to a stricter 750. At this new 1200 CSR, which is D1, the lowest rank that they could party up with would then be 1200, their CSR, minus 750, the Fireteam CSR limit, to equal 450, or Silver 4. So if you're a D1 player, the lowest ranked player you could team up with is Silver 4 in your Fireteam. At 1500 and above, that limit is 600 points. And then, for example, if a player is Onyx 1700, the lowest CSR they could party up with would be 1100 or Plat 5. 1700 minus 1100 is 600. Okay? Again, fucking, it's a stupid thing, but it is what it is. And then at 1600 CSR and above, the Fireteam size for ranked playlists is reduced to a maximum of 2 players. There you go. John, that's not necessarily wild because he's played Valorant frequently in the past. And yeah, that Apex tournament I heard, I haven't watched it, but I heard was fucking incredible.
Oh, yeah, talking about formal streaming Valorant.
Yeah. All right. So there you go. It's officially out. If you're an Onyx 1600 player or higher, you can no longer play with more than 2 people. Like, or more than 1 person because the Fireteam limit's 2 now. So it has officially been implemented where if you are a 1600 Onyx player or higher, you can no longer play with more than 1 friend at a time. So have fun. Next up, and the bad news continues. This is by Spartan and Hines. Spartan tweeted, at Hines, is Worlds format going to be the same as Fort Worth? While we're a month out from the event, this conversation should be started now. Spartan, I'm going to give you a heads up. Well, actually, first, because I agree with Spartan, I'm not against Spartan in this regard. Let's talk about what Hines said in a reply. Hey, the Halo World Championship format will not be the same as Fort Worth. The Halo World Championship format is the following. 4 pools of 4 teams. 4th place in each pool gets knocked out of the fucking tournament because fuck you, that's why. 3rd place begins champ bracket and losers round 1. 2nd, 1st place begin champ bracket and winners round 1. And yes, this was already confirmed on Waypoint 2 months ago. Like literally, there are 2 articles from 2 months ago that explain this exact same format. This has been known for a long time. We talked about it a long time ago on the show. What sucks is that it's not fucking changing. That's what sucks. I understand that I get it on the one hand from like a business perspective, from a broadcast perspective, so on and so forth. I also understand from a perspective of, well, typically that 4th place team in each pool gets eliminated immediately in the tournament anyway. So who cares? But at the same time, this is the World Championship. This is supposed to be the top 16 teams. Wait, no, the top 12? 4, 8, 12, 16. The top 16 teams, Jesus Christ, if I can count correctly, the top 16 teams in the world. Okay? Plain and simple. And I know that there's a lot, like, I know there's a conversation around, well, actually, like, there are NA teams that are better than these international teams. I don't fucking care. The fact of the matter is, there's supposed to be representation for every team. And if somebody, I'm going to echo a sentiment that I saw online. I forgot exactly who said it, and I apologize. But I know that I'm thinking about your statement when I say this. You're trying to have, just imagine if one of these 4 teams in the bottom of their pool just has a bad Friday. They just have a bad Friday. And because of that bad Friday, they get knocked out of the entire tournament. They don't even have a chance to play Saturday or Sunday. If there's one thing we say on this show all the time is that any given series, any given day, any given game, any given Sunday, you never know what's going to happen. Anything can fucking happen. Any team can, like, I understand that, like, the top 4, top 5 teams are fucking solidified, right? We have those locked, loaded, ready to go. But there's a lot of back and forth between these other teams involved, where if one team comes out hot and the other doesn't, like, you could have a team knocked out of the tournament that you wouldn't necessarily imagine to be knocked out of the tournament after one day. This is the biggest event, most important event of the entire year. The most amount of money on the line, the most eyes on the scene at one time, everybody coming together to watch the biggest event of the entire year. And you're not going to allow every team to move on from pools. For those who don't remember what happened last year, let me tell you what happened last year. Last year, the original format was the same as what I just discussed, except the 3rd and 4th place teams from each pool were going to be eliminated. So only the top 2 teams from each pool were going to move on. That used to be the format for last year's Worlds. Then there was a shit ton of backlash. And then they finally came out and they're like, okay. We'll see what we can do. Motherfucker, I'm guaranteed when you guys were in those meetings, somebody, I hope multiple people in the back of their minds were thinking to themselves, this is a fucking bad idea. Or, man, this is not going to go over well with anybody. But you said it anyway. You came out with that format anyway. Like, what the fuck? So then you get all this backlash. Then you come out and say, we'll see what we can do. No guarantees, but we'll see what we can do. And then they come out shortly thereafter and be like, okay, we hear you. Only the 4th place team gets eliminated. Was there still backlash? Absolutely, and deservedly so. It's the biggest event of the fucking year. But at the very fucking least, we didn't have the 3rd and 4th teams eliminated. You know what I mean? So now we get the roadmap for 2023, right? And we already know how other tournaments have gone throughout 2022. So we just assume we know what's going to happen in 2023. It sucks, but it is what it is. We're here for it, whatever. And then they come out and say that, hey, wait, for Fort Worth, how about for Fort Worth, we actually do what everybody's been wanting us to do, which is make it so every team moves forward in pools. Fuck, that's great. Great job. Now, as a spectator and as folks who talk about this scene on the regular, my only question to you guys is, why now? Why wasn't this the case before? And then, on top of it, Will, is Worlds going to be the same thing? Nope. It ain't going to be the fucking same thing, Will. Because of course it can't be the fucking same thing. Of course we can't have nice things. These motherfuckers announced that Fort Worth was going to be a certain way. Everybody was like, this is awesome. Sure, the bracket may be fucky, but who cares? This is awesome. Every team is being represented in pools. This is great. Hell yeah. More Halo, that's awesome. And then they come out at the same exact time, and they're like, yeah, but Worlds ain't going to be that shit.
You know, something always didn't sit with me well about Halo World Championships, and it's this. I think the format is just completely wrong from the get-go. This is supposed to be the culmination of the whole year, the Super Bowl of Halo, so to speak, right?
Yeah.
You fought your way through all the open tournaments, the LANs, whatever needed to be played throughout the year, why is there even pool play here? Why doesn't it just go into these are your top 16 teams from the year who have fought to be here? You're seeded by your points or whatever that may be, and you're thrown into a 16 team bracket with a double elimination bracket behind it. I don't know. Am I too far off base there?
No.
To like not even do pools because you fought for your points and seeds the whole year? Like, that could solve your timing issue. A 3-day tournament, Friday, Saturday, Sunday with 16 team bracket versus having to eliminate one team after pools. I don't know.
I'm liking
just
this.
An idea.
I'm liking this. Because then you guarantee that every player moves forward or every team moves forward. And if you think about it, like, because they literally took top 8 from Fort Worth, those are the top 8 seeds going into Worlds. So you already have 8 of the 16 determined by seed. Done and done. The other ones, you could maybe do it by points. My only concern, maybe then that still wouldn't be an issue, because I think different regions get different amounts of points. I think. I could be wrong, but I think. What's up, Tyler? Welcome back. Open bracket means more attendance. Right, we're talking about Worlds. We're talking about Worlds, Tyler.
There's no open bracket there.
Will's talking about the potential elimination of pool play at Worlds. And just basing seeds off of the seeds, the top 8 that we had from Fort Worth, which are the top 8 going into Worlds, and that's their seed. And then the others could be by points or another determining factor. I like that. You could showcase way more matches on broadcast then too. I like that. I like that. Because this is going to sound awful. We all love competitive Halo, right? We all love competitive Halo. We all love watching competitive Halo. We all love spectating, whatever it may be. A lot of people love playing it. Pool play, aka Friday. Sure, there can be some amazing matches, but most of them will. You know, you picking up what I'm putting down right now?
Yeah.
Yeah. Although,
I mean, you do get like LVT at Fort Worth. That was a surprise.
Yes.
Against Space Station.
Yes. So there can be some amazing matches, or we have like the Pool A situation where fucking Navi takes it, which was bizarre. And tiebreakers, and nobody saw that coming. So there can absolutely be a situation where pool play could be worthwhile, but it just feels like a more often than not situation where, sure, there's a few matches, but typically they go the way you expect them to.
Yeah, and I mean, that means everyone has to show up for bracket play. Like,
yeah,
that's when the competition's the hottest anyway, in my opinion. Let's kick it off right in bracket play and run. Like, this is like the playoffs to the championship. Like, I don't know. There shouldn't be any more round robin or anything like that. It should just be, this is your seed. This is what you've earned throughout the year. Go.
I'm down for that for Worlds specifically.
Yes, for Worlds.
Definitely down for that. Justin brings up a good point. He says season what of the HCS, and they still have an arbitrary point system that really doesn't do anything. You know, we said at the beginning of the year, Justin, that like we made the joke last year, right, where the points don't matter. It's always it's been the running joke all the time. And then they made the points matter more, but in the grand scheme of things, they still didn't fucking matter. Because wasn't it Will, correct me if I'm wrong here, but wasn't it SLC that like Optic or somebody like should have had the first seed based off of points, but they didn't because of the qualifier tournament that they had?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the weird thing too, is that you have these qualifiers and the point systems where it's like, if you win the qualifier, that's your first indicator of where you're going to be seated. But then and then the points come afterwards.
Yes.
Like, in my opinion, points should be points, and that's your seed. But then again, like you talked about, there's not as many events for the European teams, Australia, New Zealand, Mexico teams. So the points become weird. And I think that's the trade-off we're getting with having these qualifiers and the points mattering. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
It's a way to include those other regions as well in some of these tournaments.
You have a pre-qualifier for the qualifier, and then you have the qualifier for the actual event, which is already confusing in and of itself. Who is competing in it, who doesn't need to, who's not competing in it because they don't want to. It's all that shit. And then
go ahead. Here's the what you should do, in my opinion, for Worlds, if you are going by points. You turn it into like a point percentage, right? Like if one Mexico team has 100% of their available points, that could technically give them a higher seat. This is where it gets all way too tricky, because then if, you know what I mean? Like Optic isn't going to win 100% of the points in North America because the competition's so hot. Whereas in Australia, New Zealand, we're having 6 teams sign up per tournament. Like, it's much easier to make a run there.
Right.
And one team is usually dominating. 1 or 2.
See, and that's the thing, is that we don't know necessarily a solution to the problem. It's just like it definitely feels like there's a problem, though. It definitely feels like the point system isn't like, it just doesn't work that well. And for the record, this was no offense against like SSG winning that qualifier to get the first seed for that tournament.
Oh no.
It's just the statements after the fact that were made, like where Optic thought, because based off of points, where everybody thought they should mean more this year, and then come to find out that, oh no, since you didn't place well in the qualifier, the points don't matter at all. You know, it's such a weird fucking system and format that they have for this scene. But Meezy, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the live show. Also, if there's any Jets fans out there, I'm so sorry. Rodgers already went down, Will.
Went down?
Yup. First series of the game is what I heard. He already went down.
I have the Bills defense for my fantasy team.
Oh,
and I need 6 points from them to win my matchup tonight. So they're sitting at 11 right now.
If they're going up against Zach Wilson, I assume you're in good shape. So
bring on the interceptions. Come on.
Oh my God. What's up, Bodie? Welcome back. Also, I'm sorry for not saying it earlier. Welcome back, chat. Hope everyone's having a great fucking night. Kind of just jumped into
we got
things.
right into it.
Ashley says she has Rodgers on her fantasy team.
Sorry, Ashley.
Oh my God. Oh my God. So yeah, there's hold on. I'm going to just briefly, I just want to watch what happens here. Oh, he got sacked.
Okay.
He got sacked. He didn't even get taken down hard. Like, he must have like twisted his ankle or something. Who knows? It doesn't look that bad, but then again, like, I don't know. According to something.
Yeah, but
what?
Oh
no, go ahead.
I was gonna say Rodgers is old. Sometimes falling in a certain way it's not good.
You never know. Like I said, he wasn't dogpiled on. He wasn't thrown to the ground or anything like that. It looks like he was spun around, and it looks like he may have twisted something. He was hobbling. He wasn't like down.
Okay.
Whiteside says broke his hip. Did he? Or he's just saying because he's old, he broke his hip. Ricky says, according to something Lottie said recently, even the casters don't know how things are going to work for the events all the time. She was referring to how qualifying for Worlds was supposed to work. Yeah, and that's like the worst part, is that nobody fucking knows what's going on. Sometimes I feel the HCS doesn't even know what the fuck is going on. They look at what they posted months ago and they're like, that's it. That's the one right there. That's what we're doing. Worlds. Fuck yeah. They're like, all right, whatever, guys. Shit. Do the points matter? Yeah, they matter. But do they? No, they don't. All right. Okay, cool. Thanks, guys. God damn it.
All right.
So yeah, we're with Spartan. Hopefully something can get changed here, but I doubt it at this point. They didn't listen to anybody in terms of SLC, and everybody wanted to, like, literally every team, I think, competing at SLC agreed that they wanted the format for Fort Worth at SLC, and they never changed it. And again, this was well ahead in advance. So Like, we've known about this format for months now, and nothing's fucking happening. So, well, you know. But Tyler, keep fighting the good fight, man. We're here with you, and we've talked about it endlessly on this fucking show. Not that that necessarily matters, but know that we are trying to shout it out there too. But hey, now it's time for some good news. This is by Europa Halo. Europa Halo Blackpool info. There's an online seeding tournament. Hey, there's another fucking seeding tournament. But there's an online seeding tournament the weekend before the main event to allow the LAN to be more fair, which is awesome. So it's not just random seeds. Love to see that. The prize pool has been increased because they have been provided support by Quadrant. So shout out fucking Quadrant again, and shout out Europa Halo for even putting on the event in the fucking first place. So there you go. The prize pool has been increased for Blackpool. But yes, Quadrant joining up, prize pool being increased is fucking rad. More money is always awesome. But I'm going to be petty here, and I think the best thing that they fucking announced for this event is something that I've been asking for main HCS events forever. And they never fucking do it. But you know fucking Europa Halo is, which is awesome. Championship bracket will include best of 7, winners final, losers final, and grand final. Thank fucking God. I swear to God, T and Crumpets or whoever else was over at Europa Halo was listening to me rant over and over and over again. And they're like, this will make Josh happy. This is it. We're going to make Josh happy right here. The HCS isn't fucking helping them. They get Quadrant to help them. They hear me rant about these formats all the time. They're like, fuck yeah, we're doing best of 7s, baby. They're like, yes, you are. Yes, you are. Sandwich, thank you for the sub. You get a woo! Thank you so much. Bob Bangham. Maybe just add crowdfunding. Oh. Yikes. Yikes. God damn it. What is HCS doing for the Europa Halo events? Nothing. Literally nothing.
Partnered team is helping out.
Yes.
But that's it.
Yep. But Quadrant is literally doing it themselves. I mean, Europa Halo is doing the whole thing themselves. Quadrant are stepping in to help out, add to the prize pool, and also help with operations in some capacity. Wonder where all that crowdfunding money went. Jack of Hearts, that's a great question. I have no fucking idea. But all I know is that it ain't there anymore. You know what I mean? Oh, John, I know. Now, John, the one thing I'm going to say, and I know I'll get backlash for this. I don't fucking care. It's a business, right? Again, this is a two-sided situation here in my mind. On the one side, I understand from a business and organizational standpoint that it can be difficult to support things that happen in other countries. Like, I get that. On the other hand, you're literally consider yourselves a world league. It's the Halo World Championship. You try to have representation in other countries, and you can't do anything for them? Like, literally anything? So trust me, I'm upset about it. Like, I'm not sitting here being like, oh, fucking HCS do no wrong. No, I'm upset about it too. I've been shouting to the high heavens forever about it. It's just, it fucking sucks. You know, it just fucking sucks. Ronan, that's the thing though. I don't care how big it is. I don't care. I don't care how big it is. Because if I'm not mistaken, give me 1 second here. I'm going to look something up. Just give me 1 second. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Europa Halo. HCS Grassroots Partner. Huh. HCS Grassroots Partner. Europa Halo. Funny. Funny that that's there. This is why I say I could care less as to how big the scene is in Europe, Ronan, because it shouldn't matter. it shouldn't matter how big the scene is. Like if they have 5 teams, if they have 500 teams, it shouldn't matter. If they're an HCS grassroots partner, which they still are, you should have some sort of assistance of any kind from the HCS. Just something. And I'm not just talking about a fucking retweet. You know what I mean? Because guess what? That's all they got so far. That's all they got so far. Kiko, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the live show. Oh. But like I said, on the one hand, I understand it from a business and organizational standpoint. It's difficult. I understand. But, come on. Will, anything you want to add before we move on?
No, it's always tough talking about the EU stuff in outside North America because I understand from the business standpoint of HCS that they're at a point where it sounds like, from what I know, that they need to grow the league to be bigger to help support those outside areas more. And if that's going to take time, but then you're also at the same time, by not doing anything for those scenes are shrinking. And we're seeing that. Like I said before, the Australia, New Zealand tournaments, the last few, even before it was kind of deadlocked of what was going on, only had 6 teams sign up. And then I think, I don't want to speak out of pocket here, but I remember maybe there was an EU tournament where only 12 teams signed up.
Sure.
So it's kind of like that double-edged sword. Like you can't overexpand your business because that's going to hurt it in the long run, right? If you extend too far too fast and you don't have the means to sustain, we lose more HCS than we already have. But by not doing that, they're hurting the scene in these outside regions of North America, and it's like, what do you do, right? It's going to hurt either way.
Right. I understand. Rogers was carted off the field.
Oh gosh, you're still following that?
Yeah, it's because I was wondering. It looked to be he was grabbing his he was like grabbing his knee and whatnot.
Oh yeah. I pulled up my phone to look to try to look it up to see if I could get any information. My brother just texted me. Rogers injured on his 3rd play for the Jets, out of the game. So yep. There
you go. What's up, Tools? 343 needs to have faith that Halo will grow if they invest. Sure, I respect that, Tools. It's just, I hate how the thing that gets me, and I don't know, like nobody knows except them. So I don't need to hear any speculation or anything like that. But like nobody knows except those that are inside those meetings what their budgets are like, what they have for spending, what they have for resources to expend, all that stuff. But what irks me is that Europa Halo finally announced an actual LAN that they've been working on behind the scenes for a while. They have all the logistics taken care of. They have it all set and ready to go. They have a hotel partner for cheaper rooms. Like they're doing it all the right way. And they did it all themselves. And from the outside looking in, and from what I've been told, the HCS aren't doing anything to help. And again, I don't need speculation as to why they can't. It just irks me that they're not. I'm just upset. That's it. I'm not looking for an explanation or anything like that. I'm just upset about it. And I know, Tools. I know that. But they didn't get any help. About anything. I'm not talking just financial. Just in general, they didn't get any help. Nothing. Again, I'm just upset about it. So there's that. And that's it for the competitive news. Which means it's time for Rostermania. What do we got, Will?
All right, just one piece this week, and it's from Posey over on Twitter. And he's retiring. Put out a statement. Having a few days to gather my thoughts after Fort Worth, I've decided to stop competing. A year ago, I decided to end my contract on active duty and pursue a dream of competing full-time and making worlds. During this past year, there were many ups and downs with the teams I was on, and none of them turned into long-term situations, which really made this goal of mine difficult. I feel like a lot is being, a lot is being left on the table in terms of what I could have done with a team that stayed together. But sometimes that's just how it goes, and I'm okay with that. It has nothing to do with me feeling like I don't have it anymore, it being in quotations. It's more geared towards my priorities shifting. I still feel like I have a lot of energy and passion towards this scene, and I would absolutely consider opportunities that would keep me involved, but as far as competing goes, I am done. I love you all, man, for real. Thank you to everyone who always believed in my vision and what I was capable of. You guys pushed me well past my breaking point to continue and pursue it, and I can't thank you enough. There are so many people in this scene, and that influenced my life in one way or another, and I thank you for that. Any experience, good or bad, teaches you a lesson, and like I have always said, everything happens for a reason. It's time for a new gatekeepers to rise up. So I'm passing the torch. Thank you again. And thank you, Posey, for everything you've done this season. Hopefully we do see you around the scene some more, even if it's not competing.
Hell yes. Couldn't have said it better myself. And then Tools, good for them getting drops. I mean, all you have to do is fucking reach out, but whatever. It's cool. Godzilla, thank you for the fucking 4-month resub. You get a woo! Yes, we're going to be at Worlds, Godzilla. Yes, we are. I'll have stickers. They'll be free. And they look sick. Yeah. They look fucking sick. I'm so excited. They look so good. I can't fucking wait. All right, thank you, Will, for going through that, which means it's time for our... What?
Oh, but it's like the show, man. It's so weird.
What?
It's so short.
Yeah, it's short. I cut a lot of segments too.
Yeah.
Ronan P. Cheerful, Josh, just for once, you're turning into the State Farm guy. Isn't he always cheerful? Jake from State Farm, isn't he always happy? He's trying to get you reduced rates and shit. You know who's not having a good time? Mr. Discount Double Check, you know?
Oh, God.
Aaron Rodgers. Jesus Christ. It's time for upcoming terms of the week presented by NoobCombat.com. Check out NoobCombat.com for all your Halo esports needs. And we don't have anything, so that's it for your upcoming tournaments of the week. But NoobCombat.com. Make sure to check out NoobCombat.com. Actually, I lied. There is something. I just forgot to add to the show notes because it was literally announced like an hour or so ago.
Oh,
give me a second.
There is something here, huh?
There is. Yes, I'll add it to the notes. Ascending Baseline $800 All-Star 4v4 draft tournament. It's this Saturday. The draft is at 1 p.m. Eastern, September 16th. The tournament's at 3 p.m. Eastern, September 16th. Excuse me. It's draft-based with our Halo Pro players and content creators as captains. Double elimination bracket, standard HCS maps and settings. And again, they have the weird fucking way to attend this tournament. Here are your eligibility options. Attend 10 plus Ascending Baseline game nights. We're hosting 3 a day right now, so it's still possible to get this in before Saturday. Subscribe to their Discord server, which is $5 a month for a subscription. Also makes you eligible for almost all future tournaments we'll be hosting, or a one-time entry fee of $15 via Cash App, Venmo, or PayPal. There you go. So, fuck yeah. Tool says Cloud9 had a tournament listed at their booth table at Fort Worth. Well, why haven't they tweeted that shit out? Then again, it is
what's going on with that?
It's Cloud9. Why wouldn't I expect anything different? Give me a second. We look shit up on the fly around here.
John, what day are we getting that Taco Bell in Seattle?
Ooh.
Probably any day. Friday would probably be the best day to go.
You're not wrong. Give me a second. Just looking through Cloud9's feed. Another weekend of HCS in the books. Whoop-de-doo. Yep. Still looking through. We're on September 2nd now. No announcement. Yeah, nope. No announcement on their Twitter. Yay! Jesus fucking Christ. Halo Havoc, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the live show.
Riznek says HCS Pro Talk Taco Bell date on Friday.
I'm probably down for that.
Just tweet it out. If you want to come see us, we'll be at the Taco Bell on such and such street.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Taco Bell HCS Pro Talk meetup.
Yep.
So there you go. Ascending Baseline tournament this Saturday. Check that out if you're interested.
Ooh. Ikuza, I like that. Riz snack instead of Riznak.
Ooh. Ooh.
He is a snack.
That's nice. That's nice. And yeah, Tools, it doesn't fucking surprise me at all. It doesn't surprise me at all that they haven't announced anything on Twitter. Because why would they? Come on, Cloud9. What the fuck are you doing? All right. That's besides the point. That's it for actual upcoming tournaments of the week presented by noobcom.com. Check out noobcom.com for all your Halo esports needs. And that would mean that it'd be time for our tournament league recaps of the week, which we don't have. Then it'd be time for our topic, which we don't have. Then it'd be time for the regular news, which we don't have, but I'm going to hit the buttons anyway. And then it's time for Condor Games to watch, except we don't have anything to talk about there, which means it's time for Will's Adventures in the Haloverse and other games too. Just probably Starfield because duh. Will, what'd you play last week?
Well, ours are technically the same.
They're literally
I'll let
the
you
same.
talk about the HRL stuff.
I'll let you talk about HRL.
Nah, I don't. I played like crap, man.
So who gives a shit? We won, baby.
That we did. We 3-0'd the other team. It was a good time. I mean, I was a little stressed. I was probably panic calming a little too much.
No, it's okay.
But we pulled out the dub.
We did.
Hot
3-0.
Yeah. Yeah. We're playing Inept this week. So we'll see how that goes.
Shades and Fades, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the live show.
And then, yeah, I've also started Starfield.
Hold on one second.
I don't know.
Hold on one second. Dr. Bandalot,
Okay.
Thank you for the follow as well. Welcome to the live show.
Hey, thank you.
Good job, gentlemen. Hey, good job to you. Thank you.
Yeah, started Starfield. It's something I didn't expect to be addicted to. I thought I'd just pop on and check it out. And I want to do all the things. So that's what I'm currently playing. Anytime, any free time I get, I'm hopping on Starfield. I don't want to spoil anything or say if I know it's still new, so it's great. Go check it out.
Yes.
Where's the VODs? I believe
Search streamed it, didn't he?
Yeah, he streamed on Kick.
Oh,
I don't know if they have VODs over there or not.
no idea.
I don't know anything about Kick. So yeah, Call Me Search is his username if you want to go see if the VODs are there somehow.
Shades and Fades, we all are, man. We all are. The game is... Starfield is awesome. Tools, I just finished Act 2 in Baldur's Gate. Where are you at? I'm still in Act 1. Like I said, I know you weren't here for the very beginning, but I literally, as soon as Starfield came out, every other game got put to the wayside. I've literally only been playing Starfield. I've stayed up till 2, 3 a.m. a few nights, literally just playing fucking Starfield.
Ikuza says, annoyed how there's no way to unfavorite things. So if they're in your favorites menu, you can just select to favorite something again and move it into that thing slot, and it will unfavorite it, I believe.
There you go. I wish we spoke about Halo Infinite like we just did with Starfield. Hey, it is what it is. We still like playing the game. Like we like playing Halo. We love watching it. But there's just still so many things that, we mainly talk about the competitive scene. So there's a lot of things that just piss me off about the competitive scene in general. But no, I say it every time, man. I say it every single time. There literally is nothing like watching competitive Halo. There's nothing like it. And whether you're at an event in person or watching at home, there is just nothing else like experiencing the gameplay that those pros are doing. Like, it's incredible. It's incredible. I just wish that things were acted upon more easily and more quickly. That's all I wish for the competitive scene. From the game itself, I still love playing the game. Will, you still love playing the game. It's just like the some of the underlying issues, you know, just some of the things that are out of your control that if they were just fixed up a little bit, like the typical desync stuff and all that, you know, it is what it is.
I was watching a review video type thing, and it was about Starfield, but I kind of want to, you could apply this to any game.
Sure.
And they basically said, you know, for Starfield, if you are going in and looking for all the things that make it bad, you're going to find those things more than the things that are good about it.
Oh, yeah.
If you just go, if you enjoy the things that are good about it, you know, the bad things won't seem so bad. Like, is there frame stuttering when I'm in a large city? Yes, but I just got to get to the city and get where I'm going, and the game's fine. You know what I mean? Like,
oh yeah,
it doesn't break immersion just a tiny bit, but then again, it's a video game. Like, and we have like a complete game on release, pretty much. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Like,
I agree.
How often do we see that nowadays?
I know. Holt, you're not super late. It's just a really short show by comparison. But welcome back, by the way. And then it says, took me 4 fucking days to figure out that ships had inventory. I'm an idiot. You're not an idiot. If there's one thing Starfield doesn't do is explain things to you. Like all the little things the game does not explain. But yeah, that's the thing, John, is that people go into Starfield, and I don't want to, I'm not trying to defend the game, because I know what the game is. I've known what the game was since it was announced, because I knew who was making it. So that's exactly it, John. It's a Bethesda open world game. It's made by Bethesda, so you should already know what you're getting right then and there. If you never liked a Bethesda game, then you're not going to like this. But if you like Bethesda games, then you will probably find something to enjoy out of this. And I talked about this last week. People came in with preconceived notions that this game was going to be like No Man's Sky. No, nowhere was it ever explained or described as being like No Man's Sky. You just thought, because it had spaceships and planets, that it was going to be like No Man's Sky. No, it's a Bethesda RPG. That it's Fallout in space. It's literally Fallout in space. With, in my opinion, better side stories and a better main story. That's it, you know? So, just don't go in with preconceived notions of thinking it's going to be a game that is not it. It's not that game. And again, I'm not trying to defend Starfield. I don't need to. You're either going to like it or you're not going to like it. That's fine. But just don't come in with preconceived notions thinking what it's going to be, when if you know what a Bethesda game is, they've made a lot of them. You can literally go back and just look at their old catalog and assume what this game's going to be. Because guess what? It's that. It's literally that. So, whatever. Oh my God. Beth, I mean it. It's Fallout in space. It is. People thought that Fallout 3 was going to be Oblivion with guns. Or Fallout 4 was going to be Skyrim with guns. That's what people thought it was going to be. It has a lot of the same underlying systems, right? It's a Bethesda RPG. That's what it is. If you like Bethesda games, you'll like it. If you don't like Bethesda games, then play something else. Go play Baldur's Gate 3 or something. Play Sea of Stars. Go play that. A good amount of people swore it'd be like Mass Effect, and that's the thing, is that they're wrong too. I'd compare it more towards a Mass Effect than I would a No Man's Sky, just in terms of the like the moment to moment gameplay that you're doing, talking to people, shooting things, looting things, but it's just, it's a Bethesda fucking game. That's literally all you need to know. And I love it. I'm having the time of my life. So yeah, we swept that fucking team in HRL, brought the brooms out, got the sweeps going. That was great. And then I've just been playing a shit ton of Starfield. Literally no spoilers, not going to do that. Is it on Game Pass? It is on Game Pass. You know what else is on Game Pass? Sea of Stars. But in all seriousness, with Starfield, I am a person that did mainline the main story in my first playthrough. I am on I'm on my first New Game Plus. I know what can happen in subsequent New Game Pluses. Yes, I did technically spoil that for myself, but I was heavily curious as to what can happen. Again, no spoilers, not going to fucking say anything. But I did mainline through the main story for my first playthrough. No, I do not regret it. I know a lot of people are out there saying, here's the beautiful part, guys. Here's the beautiful part. Play it how you want. If you want to mainline the main story to get to a New Game Plus run, then do it. If you want to do everything you possibly can in one playthrough before maybe going to New Game Plus or not, then do it. Play the game how you want to play it. Plain and simple. Have a good time. Because I fucking am. That's all I played. Will.
Yeah.
Shall we get in some shoutouts?
Let's do it.
Shoutouts to everyone who followed and subbed during the live show. That includes 8 or Eti. I apologize for mispronouncing your name. Fahrenheit, Sandwich, Measy, Kiko, Halo Havoc, Shades and Fades, and Dr. Bandalot. Thank you guys for the follows. Greatly appreciated. And then for the new subs, we had PD with the 3-monther, Ashley with the 6-monther, Sandwich with the 1-month resub, brand new. Excuse me. And Godzilla with the 4-month resub. You all get a wow! Thank you so much for the additional support. Shout out to everyone who's a patron at the semi-pro and higher tiers. Those include Rostermania Jr., Ricky, Snagu, Raider Hater, Peanut, Mutt, One Swole Nanny, Danny Phantom, Riznek, Zarners, Obby Joy, Mr. Smiley, High Tech Redneck, Goalie Sniper, The Only Neeb, Heavy Rainfall, Elated Dartboard, and Carnage. Thank you guys again for the additional support over on the Patreon. It's greatly appreciated. That's it for the shoutouts. Let's move to some community creations. Halo memes every day, reddit.com/r/Halo memes. Check those out. We have the HCS Fort Worth Major Photo Album by Just Snipes and David Sandman. Love me some David Sandman. No offense to Just Snipes. I have a fondness for Dave. And then How I Filmed a 3-Day Halo Infinite Major Vlog 008 from Dallas, Texas by Lens of Jared. Go check that video out as well. That's it for the community creations. That's all I got for the show, Will. So if you would do me a favor, and if you look at the plugs, Will, I know you have them memorized, but if you look at the plugs of the show, you'll notice there's a little something added there. I just don't want you to miss it. Do you see what I'm talking about?
Oh. Yeah.
All right, sweet.
The thing under the first bullet point.
Yes, literally under the first bullet point.
Yeah. I was like quick scrolling through like the main ones. I'm like, there's nothing new there. So,
sorry.
Anyway.
So yeah, please do me a favor and plug the show.
As Josh mentioned before, we have our Patreon. We do some extra content over there for you guys. We have a extra audio show, Off the Rails, where we just talk about whatever we decide that month. I think coming up this month, we're just going to sit down and BS, like just talk about whatever comes up.
And it sounds like we're talking about the Vikings at least.
Yeah, maybe.
Oh no, we are. That's definitely going to be on the docket.
We do a video series called Pro Talk Plays where Josh and I play a game, and that's not Halo, or might be Halo if we decide to. You never know. And it's fun. It's good times. There's a few different tiers you can choose from. You get different rewards, obviously, depending on what tier you're at. And we also do a Q&A every month. So if you want to join that, just take a look at the Patreon. Links provided in the Google Docs of the show notes of the show, or go to Patreon and just search for HCS Pro Talk because we're there. A note for the patrons. Patrons at the semi-pro and higher tiers will get early access to the Worlds merch drop this Wednesday, the 13th at 12 p.m. Central Time.
That's in 2 days.
It is. So Worlds merch is going live for the patrons. And then for everyone else, the merch drop will go live on Wednesday, September 20th at 12 p.m. Central Time. So I know in the past, we've done these drops during the weekend of the event. This time we wanted to get it to you guys a little early, so that way if you wanted to wear it to Worlds if you're going, or have it to wear while the event is going on, it could possibly get to you in time. So there you go. Merch drop coming soon.
And I'm super excited. Yes.
Oh yeah.
This is the first, we have some brand new things we've never done before in this drop that I'm super excited about. And I'm using it as a test as well for an eventual drop in the off season that I have in mind. So please let us know if you enjoy it. The goal was, and Will had the idea, and I love the idea, is if we could release the Worlds merch early, so if people wanted to order it so they could potentially wear it to the event if they're going, that I thought that was a great idea. So that is what we're going to try to do. So yeah, this coming Wednesday, so in 2 days, patrons will have early access. And then a week later on the 20th, everybody will have access to the Worlds drop. Super excited about it. And I know I showed it off during our late night watch parties, but for those that are still hanging out in the chat, I want to show you guys the sticker that we're going to be giving away for free.
Oh,
yes.
I'm so excited.
I'm stoked too. So just give me 1 second. I'm going to show it in front of the camera.
All right. I'm guessing he's getting up and walking around the desk to the other desk that's stationed in front of our table. Ooh, shiny. Can't get out of the way.
It's okay. I was purposely putting it in front of you.
I know.
But yeah, so we'll be giving these away for free at the event if you come and say hi to us. They're holographic. This is the first time we've done it. We give stickers away at every event, but this is the first time we're doing something holographic. It has our Worlds version of our logo, so it's got gold accents and some darker other accent colors. And I'm so excited. Ashley, don't worry, you'll be fine. We'll get you taken care of. Don't worry. HCS underwear? No, unfortunately, it's not underwear. And Peanut Mud asks, do we have footy pajamas that are coming on the store? Unfortunately, the distributor that we work with does not have footy pajamas. So that's going to be something that we may have to do in the future. But yeah, they don't have them right now.
SSG was down for footy pajamas. We got to get back in contact with them about that.
We gave them free fucking ideas,
Yeah.
I told them we expect a check in the mail.
We're gonna get right on out of here. So here we go. You can find us on your favorite podcast services. Just search for HCS Pro Talk. We're on iTunes, Podbean, Spotify, and others like Josh's favorite.
Pocket Cast. Still not an ad.
Leave us a review. Let others know about the show. Really the way we spread the show is by word of mouth. We don't do a lot of ads or anything like that. So if you can leave a review, well, we read most of them if we can. Join the Discord, join the community discussion. Link is provided in the Google Doc of the show notes of the show. Linktree on Twitter or X or whatever the hell you call it. Will is excited to leave early. No, I get to play more Starfield, so I'm a little excited about that.
Oh my god.
Speaking of Twitter and social media, we have Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. If you want to call Twitch social media, we're live there 7 p.m. Central on Monday. We are also on YouTube for any old VODs, interview series, anything else we've done. It's all there. Search for HCS Pro Talk on all those sites. And then don't forget about the fine folks over at Podcast Evolve. Make sure to check out evolvedhalo.com.
Your home for Halo.
They have great shows such as Podcast Evolve, Mission Debrief, Halo TV Plus, Book Club, Build with Blocks, Halo Headlines, and Halo Gear Guide. Go check it all out.
Awesome. The real reason for the short stream is that there just really wasn't much to talk about.
There wasn't not a lot of HCS going on.
No, other than the ranting about the format still being shit for Worlds. The ranked update, I think, going to be shit in the long run. And we'll just have to wait and see. But that's besides the point. All right.
Oh yeah, Game Crazy John, Alan Wake. Are you liking it? I played it a long time ago. Josh played it a long time ago.
Yeah. It's a good video game. It's a good video game.
Anyway, we can close this out. That's right. Shit's going down.
Ooh-wee. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to do it for episode 304 of HCS Pro Talk. For those that are tuning in live, thank you so much for doing so. Dealing with the OBS crash due to the hotness of the sticker. Come get it. It'll be fucking free. And yeah, hope you guys had a great night. It was a short show, but I assume we'll have a lot to talk about next week, or we won't. But we'll still be here regardless because there's always something to talk about. For those that are tuning in to the audio show or the YouTube channel, thank you as well.
Yes.
Hope you guys had a great night or day or whatever the fuck you're listening to this or watching this. And yeah, that's all I really got. A whole 5-minute show. I know, right? This is the fastest show we've ever had in 5 minutes. It's fucking insane. It is a nice sticker, Juan. It is a nice sticker. Guys, that's going to do it for us. We'll be back next week to talk about, I don't fucking know. Hey, you know, to spin things into a potential positive, let's just say that let's manifest right now. Let's manifest it right now. I am manifesting that within the next 7 days, before the time we go live next week, that the world's format will be changed for the better. I'm manifesting it right now. Will's giving me that look of you're fucking out of your goddamn mind. I understand.
You want to bet?
No, I do not. I completely understand, and my predictions are always wrong. But I'm trying to manifest this. I'm trying to be more positive right now because we just get shit after shit after shit being thrown at us. By us, I just mean the scene in general. So I'm manifesting that it's going to happen, that we're going to have the world's format changed. Riz says, I'll give up the show match for a world's format change. I will too. Snag, love you. Fuck you. There's that. Steve says, manifest money falling from the sky, please. Yeah, well, I'll do that next. I'll manifest that next. Jesus fucking Christ. All right. Guys, this is going to do it for us. We'll be back next week to talk about whatever the fuck we decide to talk about. Before we leave, I'm going to hit them with a... Are you ready? Well, mind freak, because I can.
I knew it.
See, the best part about Will not being here in person is that I could just fucking smack that button all day long. And you know what I could have... Will, for all you would have known, I could have been pressing it the whole show, and you wouldn't have been able to hear it. So...
I could hear a little bit of it. Like, it barely comes through.
It barely comes through?
Like, you just press it again. Yeah.
Oh, my God. 4 more times?
No.
Are you ready?
I'm out of here.
Are you ready? All right, guys, that's going to do it for us. We'll be back next week. Talk about, I don't even know what the fuck we're going to talk about. But hey, patrons, merch, Wednesday. Buy it, bitch, or don't. That's perfectly fine too. But I'm super excited about it. And then everybody else, the 20th, Worlds Drop, get fucking excited. I'm fucking excited. Mind freak! Are you ready? All right, that's it for us. We'll be back next week. But until then, bye-bye.